The Lakers get their third try at closing out the Rockets tonight to advance to the second round of the playoffs as the series now sits at 3-2 after LeBron James averaged over 25 points per game while going 7 of 16 from 3 in the first 3 games. The King only scored a combined 35 points in games 4 and 5 while going 0 for 9 from three-point land. As for the Rockets, they're looking to become the 5th team in NBA playoff history to force a Game 7 after trailing in the series 3-0. They'll look to join the 2023 Celtics, the 2003 Blazers, the 1994 Nuggets, and the 1951 Knicks. No team has ever won a series when being down 3-0. Will Houston make history and win this series, Stephen A?
Wow. I'm inclined to say no. I believe the Houston Rockets win tonight and force Game 7. But so much, Perk and Shay, depends on how they win tonight's game. Houston wins this series. If it's tight, it's down to the wire, the Lakers expend their energy, and Houston pulls it out. And then less than 48 hours later, you got to be back in L.A. and you got to play a Game 7. But if they come out strong and the Lakers wave the flag and say, we done, we're ready, we're preparing for Game 7, and you don't have to worry about cats like LeBron James being exhausted for a Game 7, I still believe the Lakers can pull it out in a Game 7. I definitely think there's going to be a Game 7 at Crypto.com Arena Sunday afternoon here in L.A. There's no doubt in my mind there's coming a Game 7 is coming here. I think Houston's winning tonight. But if Houston blows them out and the Lakers are resting their players and they ain't even trying to compete to win Game 6 because they prepping for Game 7, I think they got a better chance. If they expend too much energy tonight because they think they got a chance and they go out there and they lose and force a Game 7 anyway, I think they'll lose. I don't think it's going down that way. I think Houston wins convincingly tonight and they force that Game 7.
Well, I said on this show when I was in New York last week with you and Shay that Game 5 was a must-win situation for the Los Angeles Lakers. And I meant that, and they blew it. The Rockets are going to win this series. The Rockets have everything on their side. This series has now completely favored the Houston Rockets. Think about this for a second. This Laker team is being led by a 41-year-old senior citizen in LeBron James that then had to take a 3.5-hour flight to Houston, okay? And now all of a sudden you lose 2 hours and you're about to play in a physical series in a physical game down there. And then the Rockets is going to win that game, and now all of a sudden, the 48-hour turnaround, you come back out here. The Rockets' youth, their physicality is kicking in. And let me say this. The Rockets are playing for the name on the front of their jersey, and they're playing for the names on the back of their jersey. This young core right now is proving a point not only to the world, but they're proving a point to Kevin Durant. Mm-hmm. They're saying right now to KD, we can win without you. And what we witness is they put a hit out on Luka Kennard because he's been non-existent. Back-to-back games.
8 points total. 1 point last game.
Under 10 points. Marcus Smart, they canceled him out. He had 6 turnovers. They have found their rhythm. And now what you're seeing is you're seeing a team that's full of confidence with youth on their side. Real quick, last thing, SA. Amen Thompson played 45 minutes in Game 5.
He did.
He looked like he could have played another 48 minutes, a whole nother game.
And he wasn't the only one.
But that's what I'm saying about the youth. They blew it. The Lakers blew it when they lost Game 5. That's why I said it was a must-win.
The only reason I'm challenging you on it is because Game 7 brings out something different. And sometimes it's not all good. You know what? Big-time players step up, and then you got cats that get nervous. Palms get sweaty, backsides get tight. Game 7s. And that, the bottom line is these young brothers in the Game 7, without Kevin Durant assuming he ain't going to play, and we're all assuming that since he ain't going to play tonight either, the bottom line is it's a dicey situation for the Rockets. But we have to go here, Shay. There's no way to avoid what I am about to say. This is First Take. Ladies and gentlemen, in the history of the National Basketball Association, 159 teams have had a 3-0 lead. None of them have ever lost it. Ever in the history of the NBA postseason. If the Los Angeles Lakers let the Houston Rockets, without Kevin Durant, come back, erase an 0-3 deficit, and win this series, look, it ain't gonna be me, because I'm looking at LeBron and I'm thinking about 41 years of age, 23rd season, no Luka, Austin Reeves comes back, he ain't himself, right? It ain't on him. But we all know that ain't gonna be the narrative. We all know that. Just like I said years ago, pick your head up. Don't be disrespectul. You understand what I'm saying? Pick your head up. Because here's the point. If you remember, let me remind Shay, because Shay wasn't on the show at the time. A few years back when Boston won the championship, I remember Kevin Durant and his peeps were so upset because I said, fair or unfair, if Steph Curry wins the championship, wins his 4th championship, Kevin Durant will be known as the dude that left that and him for Kyrie Irving in Brooklyn. And Kevin Durant's a 2-time champion and a 2-time NBA Finals MVP. And when it happened, that's what people were saying. And if the Lakers lose this 3-0 lead and Houston comes back and is the first team in NBA history to erase an 0-3 deficit and knock off the Lakers with LeBron on the floor, I'm not going to do it because I don't think it'll be fair to him, because the bottom line is that, Luka's hurt and all of this other stuff. But we all know that is not going to be the narrative because Kevin Durant didn't play. If Houston wins without KD, if they erase an 0-3 deficit without KD,
what are you saying?
Oh, my Lord.
What are you saying?
Yeah,
what are you saying the narrative is going to be? Say it.
I thought I did say it.
You did.
LeBron James lost a 3-0 lead to a Houston Rockets team without Kevin Durant. We don't want to hear nothing about GOAT conversations and stuff like that. That's what they're going to say. That's what they're going to say. I don't want to hear it now. It ain't nothing to me. But I'm telling you right now, that's what I'm lying?
And you know what? I'm going to delete my social media accounts.
Go ahead.
Just so I don't have my peace disturbed by crazy narrative.
And guess what? I remember one time when people was clapping back at you, including superstars, and they would remain nameless, clapping back at you on social media, and you sat up there and said, hey, you said, hey, they went after Jesus.
Everybody ain't follow Jesus.
He said, they'll get over it.
Yeah, they'll get over it.
You could care less. Guess what? And they gonna care less when you delete your social media account this weekend. They ain't gonna care. They ain't gonna care because they gonna know. No, they want to hear that.
But we're not about to do this. We're not about to do this.
We're not about to do it.
We're not about to do it.
I'm just keeping it above.
No. We're not about to do this. We're not about to engage in this. We're not going to start this narrative because we're talking about a guy that's in year 23.
He's phenomenal.
At 41 years of age.
It ain't his fault.
By the way, they came into this series as a heavy underdog. Anyway,
it ain't his fault. But Perk, a 3-0 to forget. I got that. I'm with you. I agree with you. It shouldn't happen. A 3-0, not only the 3-0 lead, it's the Lakers. A 3-0 lead, and you lose a 3-0 lead when no team in NBA history has done it, and you lose a 3-0 lead, and you lose it without Kevin Durant playing, and you lose it to a team that got nobody starting over the age of 24? That's going to happen? I'm telling you, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Coming into this series, you picked the Rockets, right?
Yes.
Even without Kevin Durant.
No, I didn't pick it without.
Hold on. But even without Kevin Durant, do the Rockets have the better roster?